5 to 6. And it's been absolutely wonderful. And I can tell you that I've never seen something like what we have here when it comes to the education, with the price point, with the prop firms, with the tap to trade. Everything is on another level. And so I'm so excited to see where everybody is in the next 3, 6, 9 months, a year. It's going to be completely and absolutely life changing. But welcome to the call, guys. What we want to do here on our Super Saturday training, you're going to hear from me. You're also going to hear from my business partner, Josh Amundsen. And we're going to go ahead and talk about, just some housekeeping stuff at the beginning, just making sure that everybody's plugged in with the right things. And then if they have people on their team, making sure that they're plugged in to the right things, getting different resources for the first, part of it. But then the second half, we're going to go over how to absolutely crush this and take your business and your trading to the next level, right? What step-by-step systems that you need in order to, if you want to be someone that wants to just get a free account, so you don't have to worry about your monthly, we'll be able to help you get that within the next 72 hours. If you're someone that also wants to build and earn residual income as well and have that second stream of income, we'll help you do that as well, right? So we're going to give you all the resources, the tips and tricks to go ahead and jumpstart and make the first 30 days of your business insane, condensing all the stuff that you would maybe learn in 3, 6, 9 months, condense it into 1 or 2, right? So success loves speed. So now it's the time to take off. And I will go ahead and get into some stuff. So the first thing I want to talk about is just kind of expectations with trading, right? Trading is something that if you can learn the skill, you have a way to, make money forever, right? You'll have a way to make money forever. The phrase is you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man how to fish, he eats for a lifetime. And that's just what trading is, right? Once you learn the skill, that is something that nobody can take away from you. You can implement it in different markets, whether it's the foreign exchange market, the crypto market, the stock market. This is a way to give you a skill that you can have for the rest of your life, right? So that's the point. But is it going to be easy? No. But is it going to be, are you going to learn it all in 1 month? No. I want you guys to really dial in and make this decision that you will give it at least a year, right? At least a year. I would say 3 to 5, right? When I came into this industry at 20 years old, I'm now 27. I said, you know what? I'm going to give myself 3 to 5 years to go ahead and be successful in this, and ended up making 6 figures within my second year, right? And does that happen for everybody? No, but I was someone that was dedicated to the industry, to the cause, to learning this skill and sharpening my skills and actually becoming a student of the game. And so if you are someone that is like me and wants to put their all into it, this is definitely the industry. This is definitely the platform. This is definitely the group of people that can help you do that. So, it takes time, right? It takes time to learn the skill, but once you learn it, it's something that you have for the rest of your life. So just know that, and you guys can have massive, massive success. And so the biggest tip of advice that I'll give somebody that's brand new coming into this, or even if you've been in it for a while and you just want to see more success, is ask the questions and collaborate, right? You're not in this alone. The saying is that you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself, right? So you can go ahead and have massive success, but you can also use other people along the way, right? Go ahead and utilize, if you ever have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll give out, my Instagram so we can get in contact as well at the end of this. But make sure you are asking the questions. And so just some housekeeping stuff to kind of show and go over some stuff. I'm going to go ahead and take you through, and I'm going to put everything in the chats, take you through what is some of the stuff that you need. So if you're brand new and you haven't got your onboarding set up, or you don't know where to go with the platform, this is the very first thing that I want to show you guys is how to go ahead and, where should you go first, right? Like, what's the first thing that you do if you're brand new in this? So this is something I send to everybody. If you don't have it already, that is fine. I will put it into the chats right now. Let me go like this, and I will put in the chat. So essentially, when you first get started within the company and the academy, you're going to want to have this, and make sure all of your people have it. If you have somebody on your team, you haven't sent them this, make sure that they get it. So send this right here. Copy and paste. Once it loads in. And if you are an admin, make sure that you're letting people in. But I just sent it in there, and it basically just saying, welcome to the team, right? Welcome to the team. And then the first thing that you'll see on there is the Boards app. And so I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see it. But the Boards app is right here. right? And right from here, you have literally the onboarding videos that'll walk you step by step how to get your account, how to go ahead and let's just go ahead, set up tap to trade, new member handbook, and trade blocker. Which is the platform that we all trade on. So when you guys first get started, you're going to want to make sure you have a demo account for one, and then obviously your prop firm account. So how do you go ahead and set up a demo account? So let's just go ahead and go through. Let's just say, let's click on onboarding videos. You can go ahead and see right here, onboarding, exactly how to get started with everything. New member handbook, right? Click on this. Download the Akashic Success Telegram, literally step by step on how to get everything set up, right? Your Trident Markets brokerage. So if you want to connect not only your prop firm, but if you want to go ahead and start getting on a demo account so you can practice using tap to trade, practice taking all the, the call outs and the signals from the educator, this is the one that's compatible with our software, with our tap to trade. So this is within the new member handbook. Go ahead and set up a demo account. And if you want to, maybe create a real account, put $100 in there, a couple $100, whatever it is that you want to go ahead and do. And this will walk you through step by step on how to set it up and then also connect it to tap to trade. And so here's some things I want to talk about when it comes to tap to trade and just trading in general, right? You don't want to take, say there's four signals called out from the educator, 4 trades called out, and then some tap to trade calls. You don't want to take every single trade that you see, right, guys? You don't want to take every single trade you want to see. You want to set some ground rules. And so I would take out a notebook for this whole entire training just so you guys have it, because at the end of the day, the saying is note takers are money makers. And you forget 90% of the information that you learn if you don't write it down, right? You'll only retain 10% of that information. If you're brand new to the industry, if you're brand new to trading, if you're brand new to building residual income, know that notes will be your best friend. The more notes that you take, the more you'll go ahead and get paid as long as you act upon those notes, right? So understand that, take out a notebook, right? If you've never been a note taker in school, that's okay. Now is the time to go ahead and get started. So make sure that when you're setting up your tap to trade, these are the rules that I would say. If you are trading, you never want to lose more than you never want to lose more than 0.5 to 1%. So I would say never lose more than 1% in a day. And then your goal is to stop trading after you've made anywhere from 1 to 2%. So write that down. If you go ahead and take a trade and it goes right to 2% the first day, be done for the day. Wait till the next day to go ahead and start, accepting more signals or putting in more trades, because the goal is longevity. You don't need to hit, $1 million your first day, right? You don't need to grow 100% your first day. And then the same thing, if you lose at least or at most 1% on the day, be done trading, right? Let's just say, for an example, you go ahead and make, every trade that you win 2%, right? Say every trade you win 2%. And then every trade that you lose 1%. You will still be I'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. You can still be profitable without having to be 100%. You can still be profitable without making, winning 80% of your trades or even 50% trades. I know people that are 25%, has 25% success rate and are still profitable beyond your wildest imaginations, because your risk to reward is everything when it comes to trading, right? Your risk to reward. If you are somebody that goes ahead and let me go like this. If you're somebody that goes ahead and wants to be 100% accurate at all times, that's just not how trading is. But that's good because you don't need to be successful. So let me just show you guys for an example what it looks like with someone. Let's just say every single trade that you take is a 1 to 2 trade, right? And 1 to 2. So basically saying if you lose, you lose 1%. If you win 2%. And you go ahead and take 3 trades, right? I'll go like this. You win a trade. So let's say you win 2 trades, win 2 trades. And if you're an admin, make sure you're entering people or accepting people into the room, please. 1 loss. So what is that? That is a 33% success rate. But what does this look like? So those 2 trades was a plus 2% because you won, or my fault, a plus 4% because you won 2. So plus 4% minus 1% because you lost 1, right? I just want to show you guys, bear with me for a second. I just want to show you guys why you don't need to be 100% success rate. So you have a 66% win rate, and with this, you would go ahead and win 3% total, right? Equals 3% total in account growth off of 3 trades. That's at 66%, right? So already showing you don't need 100%. But let's just say, for an example, if you're doing a 1 to 2 and you lose 2, you go ahead and lose 2 losses, 1 win. That'll equal what? What will that equal? So that means you would have went ahead and lost 2%, and then you would have won 2%. So that's break even. So at a 50% win to loss ratio, you are already at break even, meaning if you win anything more than 50% of your trades, you will be in profit, right? You will be a profitable trader. So understand that you can go ahead and be successful. And this is the same thing. Now, if you change it to a 1 to 3, right? So kind of know, kind of look, because in trading, you are not a professional trader. I like to say you're a professional risk manager, right? So if we change it to 1 to 3, right? For every trade that you won 3%. For every trade that you lost 3%, or you lost 1%, right? So for every trade that you won 3%. For every trade that you lose 1%. Now it changes as well, right? Now you only need like a 33% success rate to be break even. And then everything above that is profit. So that's just a quick rundown, and you'll learn more and more as time goes on, right? Make sure you're going through the videos. Make sure you're going through the academy. I'll show you guys what it looks like. And for people that already know this and already went through the onboarding, awesome. This is just a refresher. I'm just going to get this way right at the beginning, but let's go ahead and look, right? Welcome to the Akashic site. You can go ahead and see right here, the Getting Started tab, Academy, right? Make sure you're going through all these videos. But when it comes to the Academy, make sure you're taking notes, go through stuff. It's all move at your own pace, live sessions. And now this is what I want to talk about. If you're looking for, a place to like start, because there is so many live sessions, I would say these are about 4 or 5 people that I would go ahead and start maybe taking a look at. So the first one would be Brent Badal. Let me go here. Let's go live sessions. Select educator. Where is he? Brent. Wow. Okay. Right here, right? And his live sessions, as it looks like, are on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 8 a.m. for me, CST, right? So he trades on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The next person to also send these in the chat are going to be Joel, right? This is another person that I would say I recommend. He trades at noon on Mondays, Tuesdays at 1, Wednesday at noon, right? So 3 days a week. So these are just me giving you guys some different people you can start with. People that have great results, right? All the educators have been doing this for a long time, but just so you guys have some, maybe just some direction, right? Because there's a lot of different sessions, and obviously whatever works with their schedule as well. And then I would go on the crypto side. I would go with Armin. And so for his live sessions, Monday and Thursday at noon on Mondays. And you guys have all this in your back office. And then 2 on Thursdays. And then the last 2 would be Mr. Matthew Thayer, who trades Wednesdays at 10 p.m. CST. And then Javed, and he trades at Wednesdays at 1 p.m., right? So those are just 4 different people you can go and take a look at, right? So you can go ahead and maybe get a first look at what's going on, just kind of get eased into it and get on your first live sessions. And then with that also being said, I would recommend going to their educator training series. After you've already went the whole entire academy, I'll go to the educator training series and maybe look at their strategies. Because if you want to follow along with them to the best of your ability and know what they're doing, the best thing you're gonna be able to do is go look at their actual trading strategies. They show you exactly how they trade, right? They show you what their strategy is, what it looks like, what they're looking for in the markets. That way it makes it a lot easier for you to understand why they're doing the things they're doing, why they're taking a trade here, why they're setting a stop loss here, why they're setting a take profit here, right? So this is just to set you guys up in the best possible fashion to have the most success is if you actually know what you're doing, right? At the end of the day, you can click tap to trade, make some money, take some trades and whatnot, but you will only be successful in the long term with everything is if you just know what's going on, right? Like I always tell people, your goal is to learn how to trade. But obviously with tap to trade, with the call outs, you can have, that learning curve, right? That earn while you learn, right? That learning curve cut in half. So those are just some people to go ahead and take and look at. I'll send them into it. I'll send it in here for you guys. Copy this. If you guys didn't get it, copy this and then copy, and then I'll toss it in here. Boom, everybody. Cool. Got that in there. And then we will also be uploading calendar events. So we'll, pretty soon here, we'll have a new schedule set out. So every single day, you'll be able to see, at least in the Wi-Fi Money chat and the 1M chat, you'll be able to see a daily schedule sent out every single day of the educators and what they're looking like. So if you're not in the Telegram groups, make sure, because we'll have a really good onboarding system, make sure that you are in the Telegram groups. That is also on that welcome message that was sent in the chat by Josh. Or by me, the welcome message group, right? It'll say the boards, it'll have you with the onboarding, and then it'll say, please join this Telegram list. So if I go ahead and click on it, this is what it'll look like when it gets pulled up. Go to Telegram, then you'll be able to just add the folder right into there. So make sure you're in all of those. And if you still don't understand that, message whoever got you started and make sure that they put you in these Telegram groups. That's how we're going to go ahead and stay connected as a unit and as a group. All right, awesome. And then the other thing that I want to touch on is the trade alerts tabs, the trade alerts tab. So these will be all the call outs outside of the tap to trade. Same thing goes, right? If you're going to make a demo account with Trident, go ahead and get your prop firm account, but also know the same rules apply. If you're going to go ahead and take trades, just make sure if you're down 1%, be done for the day, right? Say if each trade is a 0.5% risk, if you lose 2 that day, you're done for the day. And then once you gain your 1 to 2%, then go ahead and be done for the day as well, right? There will be trades called all the time, right? So you don't have to hit it all in the first day, first week, first month. Just take it easy and ease yourself into it. So those are the kind of things I want to make sure everybody has set, as far as on the trading side. And I want to just let you guys know a little bit of expectations, right? I talked about it a little bit at the call. Trading does take time, guys. Trading does take time, right? I've been in this for 6 years, right? And it took me a little bit of time. In my second year is when I really started, crushing it on the trading side. But then I was blessed to be able to say that, I was able to make, my first 6 figures at 23 because of this. But it's also about the work that you put in, right? But it will come, you will have success, right? I've been trading for longer than that, right? But I'm 27 now. And so understand that once you learn the skill, you will be just fine. So trading takes time. Give yourself a real honest shot and journey with this. Make sure you go through the education. Make sure you're asking questions. Make sure you're on live sessions. Make sure you're taking notes. And, you will be successful. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, right? Some people get it. I've seen people make, 6 figures within their first 3 months. But is that results are typical? No, not at all, right? I have a story of a buddy of mine who I was mentoring for 2 years. And to be honest with you, he was not profitable the whole first year and a half. But then that last 6 months of the year, he hit his first 7 figures, not 6 figures. In 6 months, he made $1 million. Because of trading, because he was consistent, and then something just clicked for him, right? Something just clicked and he ended up having massive, massive success with that. So understand everybody's trading journey is different. Make sure you are locked in, make sure you are asking questions, and make sure you're using the platform so you can have success, right? So now we established that trading does take time, right? It does take time. But you will have massive success in the long run. But something that we can go fast with is getting your free account. If you're someone that was just like me, I was like, hey, all I need is 3 people to go ahead and get a free account and not have to pay for my monthly membership anymore. Oh, I was like, okay, cool. This is what I would do, right? You can go fast with this. You can get this done within 72 hours, right? $149, everybody can afford $149. And if they cannot afford $149, if I'm being honest with you, that means there's a bigger problem here, right? There's something else that they need to do, whether it's, with finances or with work. But the whole point of this, this company, this academy, and this group is to help people become financially, educated and free, right? So if you don't have the 149, this is all the more reason for someone to do it. Let's just be honest here, right? The whole goal is to help people make money. And so, but if they're worried about the 149 or you just don't want to have to pay for it because it's simple, all you need to do is be able to get 3 people. Just refer 3 people to the company and they will bless you with a free account. And they'll also pay you $120 just for referring those 3 people. So for someone like me, literally the first day I ever joined it, I've had a free account for the last 6 years now, right? Got mine knocked out within 48 hours. I literally just took a text message, which I will put in here, and sent it out to about 20 of my closest friends, right? Just 20 people that I knew that either, I'm close with, or I just thought would be interested in learning more about trading or just learning about, business building and entrepreneurship in general. I sent it out to them, right? I sent it out to them right away and I'll put it in there. I will go ahead and post it in the chat, but it was just asking, right? Make a list of 10 to 20 people. Make a list of 10 to 20 people and just shoot out a text message. So whoever got you started within this, they probably have some form of a text message, right? You don't have to, if your goal isn't to build residual income, you don't have to go message 100, 200, 500 people. No, you can just shoot out a text to 10 to 20 people. And now let me just show you one of the ones that I've used over the years. But if you are somebody that whoever you got started with, they may have their own version of this for you. They might have their own version of this for you, but this is one that I've used over the years, and there's tons of different variations that you can go ahead and use. This is for someone that you actually know, right? So anybody that wants to get a free account, this is a good message. I just put it in the chat, but it's, hey, how's it going? I just want to let you know I recently started day trading with a buddy of mine who's been doing it for 4 to 5 years. He's always down to help new people learn. Would you be down to hop on a call with me and my buddy this week to talk about trading if I set one up, right? Super simple, right? You can literally take this and send this to anybody in your network, anybody that you know. And if they say yes, awesome, or whatever they say, whatever the response is, I would instantly throw them into a group message with you and whoever your leader is or whoever got you started into a group chat, right? Into a group chat, right? You can introduce them and say, hey, so say, for example, I'm trying to, I'm sending this message out to Josh. Hey, Josh, how's it going? Yada, yada, yada. And he responds to me, yes, I want to get in a call. Instantly just throw them in through a group message. If you have iMessage or if it's on Instagram, whatever it may be, instantly throw them in group message and introduce them, right? So if I was, talking to somebody named, John, hey, John, you're interested in learning about trading? He says yes, then I would instantly throw them in a group message. Say Joey or say Josh was my my upliner, my leader, the person that got me started. I'd say, hey, Josh, this is my buddy John. He's interested in learning more about day trading. Josh, this is John. He's a complete stud, right? He wants to learn more about trading. John, this is Josh. Josh has been doing this for 4 to 5 years full time and has helped hundreds of people around the world, right? You're just introducing them. You're introducing them. And then the person that got you started can usually help you with the rest. We can get them on calls, like we have a call tonight, right? Leadership, or not leadership call, but a overview, so they can explain them all the information. See, the cool thing is when you go ahead and first get started, it is not you that is trying to explain this to everybody, right? Your goal is not to explain this. To everybody, right? You don't need to be the expert. You don't have to say, hey, I'm someone that's making tons of money, or I'm the boss, or I'm the whatever it is, right? You don't need to go ahead and do that. It's very simple. You just use a process called edification. Now, what is edification? Edification is the art of taking the pressure off of you, or the pressure off of, the focus of you, and putting it on somebody else, somebody that maybe has some more experience. And so when it comes to edification, you just want to give a reason why your prospect should listen to the person that you're putting in the group message in. So if I was trying to edify Josh and I wanted them to respect Josh's time, I would say, hey, this is my mentor. This is my buddy, Josh. He's been trading for the last 9 years, 7 of which he's been doing it full time and has helped hundreds of people, thousands of people all around the world. Now, instead of just saying, hey, this is my buddy Josh, he trades, now you're giving them a reason to make a call, to get on a call, to want to learn from or want to listen to what his opinion is on the entire matter. Does that kind of make sense, guys? Does that kind of make sense? If you're following along with me so far, let me get some sevens in the chat. So I want to make sure everybody's still following along with me. If there is any questions that you have along the way, don't feel afraid to ask. right? My goal is to help you guys do everything that I did, but at a fraction of the time, right? At a fraction of the time. So simple. Send out the text message, right? Get a response. They say yes, throw them in a group message. Edify them now. Give them an edification process on why they should listen to them. And now, once you have edified Josh, for example, he will now respond, whatever it may be. It might be, hey, nice to meet you. Heard you're excited to go ahead and talk more. Do you have some time to talk? And then they'll set up a meeting, right? Or they'll follow them to the call. So use the person that got you started, or use your leader to help you have success. That way, if someone's asking you questions and you might not know the answer right at the beginning, right? You don't need to know all the answers. They might ask you a bunch of questions. And what you can go ahead and do is use your person that got you started to answer those, because they might be a little bit more inept, right? If you're making a group with me, I might be a little bit more inept to, I might be a little bit, I know a little bit more, right? Probably because I've been doing this for so long, right? So it's a lot easier for me to answer questions. And now that's if somebody says yes. Make the group simple. We get them on the call, and then they can help you with the sign up process from there. Now, what if someone says no, right? Someone says no. Oh, well. Nothing lost, nothing gained. If someone says they don't want to jump on a call, awesome. Go on to the next person. And I always just tell people, hey, no worries. If you ever are interested in learning more about trading, just shoot me a message, right? You already asked them. Simple and plain. Then you move on to the next person. So I got a question from Devin. What's the best way to reach out to people if you don't know them personally, or don't personally know a lot of people? So here's a couple different tricks. If you want to get your network, social media is always a good way. When you're out and about, you have to, talk to people, get people's contacts. One of the ways that I do in person is I'll chat with somebody and I'll ask them, what did they do for a living? And then they'll go ahead and tell me what they do for a living. And then from there, I'll be in return hoping that they ask me, what do I do for a living? And you can say you do whatever you do. And then I also day trade part-time, or I day trade full-time. And then that's a conversation starter. And you can tell them from there, have you ever day traded before? Have you ever day traded before? No, you don't day trade? Oh, okay. Well, and that's where you can start that conversation, right? You go ahead and ask them a question, hoping you get one in return. But that's one of the ways that I do it when I'm in person. Now, if you want to just get a network as far as social media goes, using Instagram, follow somebody, and then start a conversation. You can say, hey, I like this, right? I like you play, say they're playing guitar on their story. Oh, like you're really good, or I like this, or I play guitar too, or if they put something on their story, right? Or I really like the profile. You can start a conversation and then do the exact same thing I just said. Ask them about what they do for work, right? So it's called flow. So follow, right? You follow the account. Show love, right? Like a story, go ahead and say, hey, I really love the outfit, or I love the profile, right? Show love. So FLOW, flow. And then ask them what their occupation is. So their job, that's the O. What do you do for work? And then W, win them over, right? That's where you go ahead and, they ask you what you did for work, so on and so forth, and then win them over and ask them if they, ask them what they do, talk about how you trade. And then, well, if you've never traded before, well, if my mentor is always down to help new people, would you want to go ahead and get in a call if I set one up, right? Simple. Very, very simple, right? Follow, show love, occupation, and then win them over, right? And so simple. Josh just put it in the chat. If you want to go ahead and copy all the stuff that we put out there, it's good. And so one thing that I didn't mention, but there are some things that I would say are do nots talk about with people before they see a call or before they see the information. There's just a few things, and Josh posted in here. I wouldn't say that it's a company. I wouldn't say it costs money. I wouldn't say it's an academy. I wouldn't say there's free accounts. I wouldn't say there's residual income. I wouldn't say, network marketing. I would legitly only say that you trade with your friends or your business partners every single day and you try to make money. Right? The goal is to not give too much information, because when I first got started in this industry, you know what I did? I said, yeah, I trade and it's only $149 and you can go and get a free account if you don't want to have to pay your monthly membership, and just word vomit, right? And that confuses people, right? So that's not what you want. A confused mind does nothing, and people can automatically make their own opinion or their own judgment off the stuff that you say through text, right? And so the goal is to get to have somebody see the information on an opportunity call or a video call so they can get all of the information possible. Then that's when you can explain everything to somebody. Because if you don't, they're not going to necessarily understand how it works and they can make their own predetermined judgment. Before you talk to somebody and somebody says a price right away, you instantly, your brain goes off. You know, all you're thinking about is price, 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 price. Even though 149 is very, very cheap, right? In comparison to the trading education that's out there. $1,500, I've seen $10,000, I've seen $50,000 for masterminds, but to get this quality and at this price is insane, right? So those are just things that you don't want to necessarily mention until people get on a call, right? Until people get on a call. So that is one of the simple ways to go ahead and get the free account. Utilize your person that got you started, or utilize your leader. And if you don't know who your leader is, you can send me a message on Instagram. I can help you. I can point you in the right direction if you just, you're not necessarily sure what to do. But go ahead and shoot me a follow. It's just my name, Jay Patnode. I'll type in the chat as well. That's just my Instagram handle right there. If you need anything or you just want to chat or just connect, go ahead and reach out to me. So those are the things. When it comes to getting a free account, that's what you want to do, right? Keep it super simple. I'm not saying you have to go out there and message a bunch of different people. I'm not saying that you have to, message 100 people. If you actually want to build residual income, that's something that we'll talk about as well. But as far as getting a free account, simple. Use that step-by-step process to go ahead and knock that out within the first 72 hours. And so if you are someone that wants to get a free account, I challenge you to send that message out to 10 to 20 people by the end of the day. Right? Just get the ball rolling and then you can knock it out early. And then you obviously don't have to worry about it for next month. But if you are someone that just wants to pay it, by all means, go ahead as well. Just to me, it was a no brainer because who doesn't know 3 people in the world that want to make extra money? That's how I viewed it as. I figured that, there are other people exactly like me that want to make some money or want to learn how to build a skill set that you can get paid from your cell phone. Right. And so when it comes to trading, I'll go ahead and put one more thing in here. Here is another, let me see if I can copy it from here. Here is another message to copy. Here is one that you can use as well. I know Devin asked if you don't know them. Here's another one. Here's another message you can use. And then anybody that got you started, they probably have their own variation, or any leader that you may know. They might have their own variation of, ways to reach out. There's a bunch of different ways you can get creative and reach out, but I would take the ones that we just put in the chat and then also put, ask, your leader for their very variations of the message. And just use a bunch of different ones, right? Get used to just kind of trying them out and see what you get the best responses from. And then you can just roll from there. But I hope that made sense to you guys. I can send in another one. Here's another message. And Josh is going to go over some different variations on how to do these things as well. Okay, awesome. I'm glad I got the answer to the question. There's just different variations, right? So, but I'm going to pass over here, Josh, in a second. But one thing that I want to go ahead and leave you guys with is get connected to the community, right? Plug in. Tap into everything that we have to offer, right? The education. We'll be doing calls once a week on mindset, business building, how to take your business to the next level, brand building, things like that. I know Josh and I will be personally hosting ones. We'll have different people speak on them, right? So you can get different perspectives, but we're hosting those at least once a week. We'll be posting our new schedule for that. Plug into the community, ask questions. Everybody here is here to help you have success in whatever way you want, right? Our goal as leaders in this company are to help you get whatever your goals are. If you're someone that wants to reach a certain income or a certain level of knowledge within trading, our goal is to help you get there. If you're someone that wants to go ahead and reach a certain residual income, right? If you want to go ahead and do that, our goal is to help you get there, right? And so one of the biggest things that I want to leave you guys with is a quote that I heard about 5 years ago. And it was right around the time, I think it was right around the time, maybe a little bit before COVID, but it was, stuff doesn't happen in a day, but if you let the days go by, stuff doesn't happen in a year either. So really understand that every single day is going to pass, right? We are already in August. the year is already over halfway done, right? We're going to be heading into quarter 4 here soon. If you look back and if you look at the situation that you're in right now, whatever that is, whether it's good or bad, whether you want more, whether you're content or happy with where you're at, everything that you have today or how life is today is a reflection of all the things that you've done the last, you know, day ago, 365 days ago, years ago, every single day. Everything that you've done in your past is all the reasons that you're in the exact same spot that you are right now. And if you want more, it's time to change something, right? Know that the days, they go by. You know, time is the most valuable currency we have. We can't buy more time, right? Time is only spent. Well, you can't buy more time. So understand that you have an opportunity right here to, one, fulfill your wildest dreams, but two, to be able to set yourself up for something that is so much better, right? This industry, I am so blessed to have found it because it has turned my lifestyle into a completely different lifestyle. As far as a health front goes, a financial front goes, a spirituality front goes, everything in my mind and my life is a lot better than when I first started this industry. And so utilize it to the best of your ability. But the person that I am going to go ahead and introduce next is someone that I have had the pleasure of working alongside and being a business partner of mine for the last 6 years, right? And before that, we were close friends. We met in college, and it has been wonderful because I've been able to see him grow not only as a leader, but also as a person. And over the last 6 years, I've seen him been able to help thousands and thousands of people reach whatever their goals are. You know, this is someone that I call a servant leader, right? He does whatever it takes to help people have success, and he has years and years of wisdom and knowledge. So, with that being said, I want you guys to give a warm welcome and make sure if you have not got your notes out yet, if you have not got a notebook or you have not started taking notes, now is the time because every time he speaks, good things come upon it. So, no more further ado, let me introduce my brother, business partner, and best friend, Josh Amundsen.
Awesome, man. I will go ahead and spotlight my video. Guys, drop some ones in the chat for Jay Patnode. All the information he just shared with you is absolutely important to your success. 100%, guys. You know, he's not telling you this stuff for fun. He's telling you it because he wants you to win. That's just the reality of it. Okay. One of the reasons, you know, that Jay and I have been able to have success over the last 7 years in this business is because, you know, we're focused on helping the team win. We're focusing on helping the company win, right? If you're just focused on your own success, if you're just focused on your own income, then you're never going to actually, you know, amount to any sort of success in this industry, right? Guys, if you just want to, you know, go get a sales job or, you know, something where you just have to worry about yourself, that's not, you know, necessarily this industry in terms of building the business, right? You can obviously trade on your own. You know, you can invest on your own, you know, with the educators and the platform that we have. But if you want to go build a successful business, you got to help your team. Okay. You got to help people in your business win. You got to help them get organized. Right. And it obviously, you know, it all comes together over time. Okay. So my name is Josh Amundsen, though. I'm 27 years old. Like Jay said, you know, we've been doing this business for 7 years full time. I've been trading since I was 18, so that's 9 years now. And I just want to welcome everyone. You know, welcome if you're brand new, if you just got started. You know, you just took that first leap of faith. You know, 149 bucks. Obviously, to get started, I want to welcome you though. Okay, like Jay was saying, it changed our entire life. You know what I mean? Like we've been able to travel to, you know, I've been able to travel to 20 different countries. I know Jay's traveled to a lot, meet a lot of very successful entrepreneurs and business owners. And so the thing I'll tell you if you are brand new is to take it serious. Take this business serious. Most people that, you know, get started in a business that only costs 149 bucks, they put the value of $149 on what they can actually do inside the business, guys. You know, they value, you know, everything at $149. Guys, the thing that's so cool about this business is this is the cheapest business in the world, in my opinion, that can have the highest upfront potential. Absolutely. 100%, guys. This business cost me $149 a month to run, but I've been able to be a six-figure earner for the last, you know, 3-4 years. So I just want you to put that in perspective, right? Some of you that are business owners, you know, you have actual brick and mortar businesses, or whatever the business is that you have. How much money did it cost you to start that business? Some people take out loans of 50 grand, 250 grand, $500,000. They don't even start turning a profit for 5 years. Guys, in this business, you can turn a profit in your first month. you can literally make the business break even so it doesn't cost anything in your first month. That's why this is so cool. There's nothing else like it on the planet. Somebody said in the chat, what made you first get started at the age of 18? Well, I saw someone online that was trading on a YouTube ad, and I was 18 years old. And I already had a little bit of online business experience when I was like 13. I was doing some online businesses, but I saw someone trading online. So I decided to make my own trading account through a broker called TD Ameritrade. It's a stock trading broker. And I had no clue what I was doing. So guess what happened to the money I put in? I eventually lost it, right? It was literally just buying and selling with zero education. Okay. That's why I gravitated and finally found this industry where it's obviously trading and it's network marketing combined. But I was able to finally start working with people. I was able to get education and learn what the heck am I supposed to be doing, man? And that's what's cool about this business, guys. Anyone from anywhere in the world, as long as they're willing, they're coachable and teachable, and they got a work ethic, can come in here. It doesn't matter what their background is, guys. They could have felonies, they could be lawyers and doctors, it could be anyone. They can come in here, get plugged into our system, and within a year or two, change their entire life for the rest of their life. That's what's so cool. So, guys, I just wanted to go over, a little bit of stuff. Obviously, Jay was just going through, the back office of Akashax. He was showing you, obviously the different phases. We have the Tap the Trade app, which is unbelievable, right? I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. Before I even launched in this company, I was in a previous company, and there was nothing wrong with the company. It was a great platform for trading and stuff like that. But I was sitting there and I asked, Matt and Joey, who are our uplines, they're our mentors, right? I asked them, how quickly are people trading from the day they get started inside of your business? And they're like 24 to 48 hours, they're already trading. And so I sat there and thought about my business, and I was like, man, most people aren't trading, even if it's a demo account, for 2-3 months. And so right away, I was like, that just piqued my interest a ton. The system they have here is unbelievable, guys. If you're worried about telling your friends and family about this, you got to get over that, because guess what? The people that me and Jay shared this with, we've created a ton of six-figure earners. We've helped people change their entire life, their paradigms. I've watched people quit jobs, literally recorded them walking in, quitting their job in front of their boss, like just crazy stuff. And so, you just got to, take whatever, mindset you have, and you got to change it. You got to have a paradigm shift and understand that you're the one with the opportunity. You're the one that can help people change their life. But listen, you can't help everyone. Okay. You guys ever hear that if someone's drowning and you try to go save them, they might drown you with them? Okay, so you can't save everyone, but guess what? There is 8 billion people on the planet, and there's a lot of people that we can go save. There's a lot of people that we can help, find a way to make a full-time income online. There's a lot of people. You just got to go talk to enough people to find out who they are. Okay, guys, if someone's negative, if someone doesn't want to hear about the business, cool. Don't talk to them about it. That's okay. It's not a big deal. All right. Not every person in the world wants to do business with me. And I know that, and that's okay. Not every business or person in the world wants to do business with Jay, but guess what? We're out there finding the ones that are looking for us. We're looking for the people that are looking for this opportunity right here. And that's all it is. Okay. So obviously, like Jay was saying, he was showing you the platform to tap the trade. We're going to come out with some rules for you, all you ladies and gentlemen, to follow on the tap the trade app, right? For an example, Jay was talking about, if you happen to lose 1% for the day, stop trading. That's 2 trades. If you take 2 tap the trades, right? You take 2 of those alerts and you happen to go down 1% on your account, because every trade you take, you're risking 0.5% of your account if it goes the wrong way. So you want to stop trading if you lose 1% for the day. Okay. Now, same thing. If you win a trade and you're up 2, 3, 4%, don't take any more trades for the day. Because if you get greedy and you're like, man, it's doing so good today, I'm going to keep taking more trades. What happens if those ones aren't winners and you end up going back down and making nothing for the day? Okay. You got to secure your profits and have a green day. You know what the average financial firm does on a yearly basis for their clients? 8% a year. 8% a year. Guys, I'm talking about if you go up 1% or 2 or 3 for the day. Guys, that's, astronomically better, in terms of growth, right? It's not guaranteed, but it's way, way better. So you're going to have to be disciplined when you're using these apps. Now, for all the leaders that are on this call, this is the most important part, right? There's leaders on this call that are crushing it. They're going to hit absolute insane levels inside this business. So many six-figure earners that are going to be on this call. It's absolutely insane. But this is about teaching everyone who comes into your business this stuff as well. Okay. Because when people come in and they, get put in on their funded account, right? They connect it to Tap the Trade or their broker, whatever the case may be. If they're just taking every single trade and they end up blowing their funded account, unless they have a little bit of grit and they understand where this is all going. And, because guys, I've blown trading accounts too, tons of them. I've been trading for 9 years, guys. I think my biggest losing day was 3,000 bucks one day. Oh my gosh. That was for day trading. It actually has been bigger with that with cryptocurrency, but you want to protect your customers and help them understand how to use this platform the best. And that's by not taking every single trade that comes into the Tap the Trade app. Don't take every single, trade alert that comes into the app. Those are two different things. There's trade alerts and there's Tap the Trade. Tap the Trade, you just approve it. Trade alerts, you actually got to go plug it into your MetaTrader or Trade Locker broker and take the trade. Okay. So I would say, like I said, if they lose 2 trades in a row, be done for the day. Don't take any more. Okay. If you happen to win a trade and you're up, 1%, 2%, stop trading for the day, wait for the next day. And obviously over time, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to find out what traders you want to trade with the most. You're going to figure out which ones you like, who has, a strategy you enjoy, who trades at the time when you're free the most. You're going to figure that stuff out, right? And we're going to obviously, drop tips and advice and everything in the chat. But the most important thing, if you want to win here, is this, okay? I was 20 years old when I first click sign up, confirm purchase. I was 20 years old. I'm 27 now. The first thing that my mentor told me and Jay, or our mentor, was, listen, you got to have a work ethic. Okay. You got to be coachable and teachable, and you got to have the I'm not going to quit mentality. Okay. He was like, if you just never quit, you're going to win. And me and Jay looked at each other at 20 years old. We're like, easy enough. All right. We just won't quit. Obviously, it's a lot easier said than done. You're going to have times in this business where you struggle. It's a business. You're going to have times where you're pissed off. You're going to have times where you have a bad trading day. You're going to have times when a leader in your business quits. You're going to have times when, you don't make as much money as you did the previous month. You're going to have times where it feels like you're the only one that's doing something. Okay. That's normal in entrepreneurship. Right? Guys, there's a reason a small percentage of the United States, I believe it's 30 million people in the United States, have a small business. Okay. There's a reason why. And it's because you got to be the person that's willing to do whatever it takes. Okay. Now, guys, we have an awesome system. We have an amazing opportunity, an amazing company. I've never seen anything like it. I just met the CEO out in Las Vegas, guys. A lot of us, we flew out there. They got us a mega mansion, to all hang out and grind on this launch. But we are sitting on an opportunity of a lifetime together here as a team. Okay. There's nothing else out there that is easy to get plugged into for someone that doesn't know how to trade. Okay. And obviously you can take it to next levels. Let's say you get profitable at trading. Guess what? You could possibly, if you want to down the road, start trading your family's money, investing your family's money for them, right? There's unlimited opportunities that you can do from here. Maybe one day you'll become an educator on the platform. You literally can actually help educate thousands of people because you're a product of the product. You learned how to do it. Okay. I've seen people that don't know how to use a computer. They literally don't know how to use one. That's okay. It's 2024 should probably figure that out. But I've seen people that didn't know how to use a computer come in and they struggled. It was hard, for years. Guys, after 4 years, that individual's now made over $100,000 and is profitable every single month, right? You just have to be the person that has the I'm not going to quit mentality. If you can sign an agreement with yourself that I'm going to do whatever it takes for however long it takes to win in this, you're going to make it. That's just the reality of it, right? There's so many people that come in, they're like, man, I thought I was going to get rich in 30 days. I've seen people make over 100 grand in 30 days. I've seen it with my own eyes, right? But I'm here to set proper expectations for you, right? I got proper expectations set for me, and so did Jay. And that's why we were able to make it, right? If you don't have proper expectations set to you about how this journey is going to be for the average person, or if you're not setting proper expectations for your team, then you're not going to have sustainability in this business long term. Is it achievable? Excuse me, achievable within 6 months to make a consistent $3,000 a month? Yes. There's two sides of the business, right? Trading obviously is different than building the business. Building the business is guaranteed income. Guys, you go, build an organization of 100 people inside of this company. It's optional, but if you go do that, you're making over $3,000 a month in this business. Over $3,000 a month in this business if you go help other people. Now, in terms of trading, right, that's different for everyone. Some people become profitable in their first 6 months, their first year. Some people it takes 2-3 years. Some people it can even take 5 years, right? But with the system that we have, I truly believe inside of a Koshax, ladies and gentlemen, the system that we have, I believe that you can start seeing success either right away or within your first year. Okay. If it doesn't happen right away in your first year, keep going. Guys, the years are going to pass regardless. Think about how old you are right now, whatever your age is. 5 years is going to come regardless. Just make it a mission that you're going to keep working on this skill of trading, the skill of being a business owner. Just make it a mission that you're not going to stop doing that because the years are going to pass anyways. You're going to be a completely different person when you wake up 3 years from now. A completely different person. Guys, I was not a public speaker. I didn't have a good mindset. I said negative things all the time. I hung out with people that were not going anywhere in life, right? And I joined this business and I started surrounding myself with people like this on this call, people that are hungry to win, people that are positive, and that's when my whole life started to change. I woke up 5 years later. I'm like, I'm a completely different person. This is awesome, right? So you just got to have that long-term mindset. Okay. So trading is going to take time, right? Jay said, something that you can do right away in this business is you are able to make it a break-even business. If you share this company, share what we're doing here, obviously the Tap the Trade app, share it with 3 people, you're not going to have to pay a membership anymore as long as you're a customer, right? Everyone should be joining as a customer right away. Every single person, not as an affiliate right away. They should join as a customer right away. Okay. Once someone is able to prove that, hey man, I got my free account. I showed the plan to 3 people. Once they get started in the company, ladies and gentlemen, get them connected to your mentor, to an upline, to a leader, so you can get help with that person and helping them achieve their goals and their journey. Okay. You don't have to be the knight in shining armor when you get 3 people started. You don't have to be that. Get them connected to us. Get them connected to people in the business. We'll help you help them. We'll literally mentor them with you. Okay. So just keep that in mind. All right. But once you're able to prove that you can get to a free account, that's when you can go to mydailychoice.com. You can go ahead and turn into an affiliate. Okay. You just got to prove that you can do it first. Right. And it's not hard. It's not hard. If you just tell someone about trading, like Jay was saying, you can send them the presentation video. We have a video that's on YouTube. Send them that. Say, hey, man, text me right when you're done watching this. Okay. Or, hey, if I sent you a 20-minute video, when can you for sure watch it by? They're going to say, I can watch it right now. Awesome. You send it to them. And then when they're done, you call them, you say, what did you like best? They're going to be like, that's Tap the Trade app is super cool. The community is really cool. I love the platform. I would love to learn from people that are making, salaries on a monthly basis, which is some of the speakers on that video. And you tell them, awesome, man, I completely agree with you. Do you have any questions or are you ready to get started? The worst thing you can possibly say after someone watches the video is, what did you think? The worst thing you can say is, what did you think? Okay. Now, the reason that is because there's an emotional side of the brain and there's a logical side of the brain. People make decisions, human beings, based off emotion 99% of the time. So if you're asking, what did you think? You're accessing the logical side. They're going to tell you what they didn't like. Okay. But if you say, what did you like best? You're accessing the emotional side. What did you like best? They're going to tell you, and then you agree with them and then say, do you have any questions or are you ready to get started? If you're looking for that presentation video, I just put it in the chat right there. Okay, that's the presentation video. You guys can message in any of the group chats. I'll drop it in there, but that's the presentation video. Okay. Now, when you have a person interested, like Jay was saying, introduce them in a 3-way group chat to the person who got you started, introduce them to a leader, introduce them to one of the people who had a rank up flyer in the group chats, get them connected with a professional in the business, because then it's not all on you. If there's 2 people in the business and 1 person not, that's 2 yeses versus 1 no. 2 yeses beat 1 no. That's why it's nice to do 3-way calls, you and a mentor, you and a leader with your prospect, or it's nice to do 3-way group texts because it's you and someone in the business talking to that individual. They get two different perspectives, right? It's the best way to do it. Always make three-way group chats with everyone in your business to get everyone to be connected to each other, okay? You're constantly introducing a professional in the business, right? And so I posted in the chat and in the telegrams. You guys obviously saw it, but I posted, how to get a free account, some text messages you can use, how to call someone to invite people, what you can respond to any question. If someone's like, you ask them if they're interested in trading and stuff like that, and they're like, well, how much money have you made? Or does this cost money? Or, what do you think about what's going on in the market right now? What's your favorite pair to trade, right? All you got to say is, hey, that's a great question. Let's hop on a call with my friend or my mentor and let's talk about it. And then you throw them into a three-way group chat right away. Hey, Josh, this is my friend Aaron. He's interested in learning more about trading. Aaron, this is Josh. He's been doing this for, 7 to 9 years. He's helped thousands of people around the world. Super down to earth guy. He's just an average person with above average goals, dreams, and ambitions, right? I just want to get us connected. Okay. I made a group chat and I edified, the mentor. Okay. Jay talked about things not to mention to people, right? We used to have a text message in our notes that we shared and it explained the whole business. And we just were hucking it out to people. Guess what? We didn't get anyone started, right? It's when we learn to withhold information from people we're prospecting, we withhold everything. We starve them of the information so they're hungry enough to give you the time of day to watch a video, to get on a presentation, to check out the information, right? If you're so eager and so excited to give them the information, they're going to get probably commission breath. They're going to think you're trying to sell them something. Listen, we are doing sales. That is 100% right. But guess what? You're changing the person's life though, completely. You're helping them solve problems, financial problems, maybe friend group problems, community problems. You're helping them solve, problems maybe with debt in their family, with their own debt, right? It's more than just, a sale, right? So check out that stuff I posted in the chat. I'm going to go a little bit deeper though, right? Obviously, a lot of you on this call are leaders, right? A lot of you on this call, guys, if you're trying to build this business to the next level and create a $5,000 to $10,000 minimum a month residual income, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. Okay, just one. Okay, just one. If you want to create a $5,000 to $10,000 a month passive residual income in this business, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat. Okay, guys, it's not going to get easier than this. I'm telling you, it is not going to get easier than this. Okay, this is on top of what you make from trading. This is on top of what you have at your job. Okay, guys, if we go create this residual income for you, if we help you do it, because that's what the whole goal of this call is. We're here to give information. We're here to tell you how to do it. If you go get it done, guess what? It's up to you if you want to keep working a job. It's up to you if you want to quit your job. It's up to you, what you want to do with your life, because guess what? You just created now a full-time income from your cell phone. That's why this is so powerful. Okay. So I'm going to get into a little bit of information that we're going to talk about. Before I do, like Jay was saying, if you haven't been taking notes, you got to write this stuff down. Okay. Write this down. Imagine you're in a maze with someone, right? You're in a maze and the person, is telling you how to get out of the maze, right? And if you don't get out of the maze, it probably won't end well for you. Okay. If you wanted to learn how to get out of the maze with that person, you'd probably, if you could, write down the information that the person's saying on how to get out of the maze, right? So on this call, you got to write down this information, because if you're forgetting about what you're learning today on this call, how are you going to help the people that you're meeting tomorrow? Okay. It's a statistical fact that you forget 95% of stuff that you learn on these calls if you don't write it down. I have notebooks on notebooks on notebooks of calls over the last 7 years, because I wanted to remember. I wanted to be able to learn the information like this on a call. I wanted to write it down. I wanted to start using it, applying it to my business. And I wanted to be able to teach it to people who come in the business in the future. Okay. Learn it, apply it, and teach it. That's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone on this call is going to be learning, applying, and teaching, and you'll win in this business. Okay. So before I dive into it, like I was saying, we're going to be updating the Google Calendar. It's a shared link that it'll plug right into your calendar. Guys, we're going to be doing trading sessions within the team. We're going to be doing, obviously, training sessions. We're going to be doing live calls. We're going to be doing in-person meetups and events all over the country. Additional things just within, obviously the organizations, one mission, obviously within Joey and Matt's team, which is pretty cool. Okay. So we're going to be updating the Google Calendar event. We're going to be updating a daily schedule that we're posting in the telegrams. And we're also going to be updating and finalizing a onboarding system. Right now, there's one that you can use. It's the boards link, right? Most of you should have been sent it. If not, everyone should have been sent a boards link that will help you get onboarded, learn how to use the products and services, and be able to obviously start having some success. Okay. So I kind of wanted to get into a couple things, right? So the vision of this company, okay, the vision of this company is very, very big. When we were sitting there, when we were in Las Vegas, we're sitting there listening to, men and women that have made tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars. One of them had made $500 million, just industry legends, right? And one thing they kept talking about, listen, it's not the company that usually, if you're in a company, it's not usually the company that's the problem. Usually what it is, it's the timing of the company when you get into it, right? Guys, this company is on the front end, or excuse me, this company's on the front half of an absolute huge explosion. This is about to go to a multi-billion-dollar company, but it's a few individuals, or it could be a lot of them too, that take it serious. That's who's going to get a piece of that, big pie, which is really, really cool. And so timing and placement is everything. You getting started in this business right now is huge for you. It is huge for you. I've been in other companies. I've seen other opportunities. I've been a part of them. I've had success. I've had struggles. I haven't ever gotten started in a company in this exact moment in time for what it's about to do, right? I was always either too late or I was, way too early, where it wasn't even a good company yet. This is a solid company, solid CEO, like unbelievable amount of resources. They own their own technology, and they're literally going to take this worldwide. Literally, you're going to take this worldwide. And so if there was ever a time for you to be like, man, I have all these birthdays and all these parties and events and things I got to do, right? If there was ever a time for you to make a sacrifice for your life, it's right now, right? What did you do 2 to 3 years ago? Or excuse me, what you did 2 to 3 years ago, all the decisions and lack of decisions that you did is the reason why you are where you are right now. Okay. So like, for an example, if you're struggling, if you're in debt, if you're unhealthy, whatever the case may be, or you're not in debt, you're doing amazing. Let's say, you're financially and physically healthy. It's because of what you were doing 2 to 3 years ago. So guess what? Where we're going to be in 2 to 3 years from now starts today. It starts today, right? So that's what I'm telling you. You got to start sacrifice everything except family, God, and maybe your health, right? Obviously your health. Okay. Those three things really important, but everything else needs to come second. That's how you be a business owner. Okay. Maybe it sounds like, holy cow, man, like what am I getting started, with? Well, guess what? You're in a business now with individuals and, a CEO and a whole company that have been able to go out and create a lot of success. And they're just telling you what you got to do if you want to do it. Right? You have to sacrifice. If you want to be able to walk on stage at one of our company's events and share your story with thousands of people, you have to sacrifice first. You have to go through a test in order to have a testimony. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. All right. So in terms of obviously the vision of the company, guys, we are about to take over the United States. We're going to take over North America, and we're going to literally go hit multiple countries around the entire planet. Okay. And it's going to be one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I'm so excited for the timing, the placement, and everything that we have here. Every single person on this call has the opportunity to go take this to the next level. Okay. We have a Dallas event coming up. Right. We have a Dallas event in October. Okay. If you're out in the Midwest, in the Midwest of Minnesota and stuff like that, guys, we're going to be hosting a huge event in the Midwest, either September, October, November, somewhere in there. It's going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, if not thousands. Right. But we have an event in Dallas, Texas as well in October. Okay. It's going to be, from my understanding, an Akashex focused event. All right. This is what we're building to. We are building to this October event. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's August 24th. Okay. Whenever you get on calls with any person or any company calls or anything, I want you to start writing the date down. You're going to be able to look back in your notebook at all the calls you've ever did and put a timestamp on it. All right. But we are working towards this October event in Dallas, Texas. Okay. And my understanding is going to be an AkashX focused event. We're going to have some of the best traders in the entire company doing segments on trading, obviously teaching stuff, probably new things are going to be being released, new technologies. I know they have a new version of Tap the Trade that's going to be coming out. That's just the next level compared to what it already is. I don't even know how they're going to beat it, but Josh, the CEO, is saying, man, you just wait and you'll see it. Obviously, some of the top earners in the company, speakers, visionaries, movers, shakers, producers are going to be at this event. You and everyone in your business is going to be working towards this event. And then we're all going to go to it. And that's going to be an absolute insane shift for this entire company. Right now, guys, we're in the loading phase. There's so many eyes on us. There's so many people looking at this company. There's so many people hopping on Zoom calls, checking out like what is going on over there, right? That we're going to be in this loading phase. And then when we get to that October event, it's an explosion. That's when the explosion is going to happen. It's going to be unbelievable. So whoever can stay focused right now until that October event, when we get there, right, you're going to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to be the person walking stage, getting recognized in front of tons of people because you dialed in, you got focused, you took it serious, right? Guys, you got to treat this business like a business. You got to treat it like it's a multi-million-dollar business because it is. It literally is 100%. I've seen it way too many times. It's unbelievable. Okay. Now, for those of you that are brand new to building, right? Obviously, you've made the decision to become a distributor inside the company. This is optional, right? There's people that get started, they just want to learn how to trade. I was one of those people. I did not want to build a business when I got started. I literally told Jay, I was like, listen, man, I don't even want to touch the business. I don't want to build it. I don't care. I just want to go out and have success with trading. That's pretty much it. But I had a paradigm shift. I saw what the company's impact was doing to people. I saw what this industry was doing to people and how it was changing their lives, helping people pay their bills. And I realized, man, it's not just about me making money. Once you make a lot of money, it doesn't excite you anymore as much as it used to. Once you make a lot of money and you take care of yourself and your family and you get the toys you want and everything like that, it doesn't, hit the same. And that's when you got to get to your purpose phase. You get to the purpose, your fulfillment, right? There's nothing more fulfilling in my life than helping other people, get out of struggles that they're in, helping other people, believe in themselves to get to a level that they've never been to, helping people become financially free, helping people quit their job and not be a freaking, slave to the 9 to 5, right? There's nothing more fulfilling for me personally, right? Now, you might be struggling right now, but just understand sometimes you have to sell the dream while you're living the nightmare. Okay, guys, I got started in this business. I decided to eventually start building because I saw the impact, but I was struggling. Jay was struggling. We were struggling when we were 20, 21 years old. Okay. We just got a 4-year degree. I went $60,000 into debt because of school, 7 years ago. Right. So I spent $60,000 on school. Jay was, a very good student. So they actually paid him to go to school. I don't know how the hell that happened, but, we got started though, and we were struggling financially, mentally, emotionally, everything, right? We weren't who we are today, but we had to still sell the dream while living the nightmare. We had to see where we're going without actually seeing where we're going. We had to believe in where we're going to be in the next 2 to 3 years without actually having physical proof that it's going to be real, right? We had to believe. So it's going to start with you believing that you can go out and build a big business, right? We help blind people see where they're going. Okay, that's what we do in this industry. We help people see and believe and push and stay consistent so they can get to somewhere they didn't even know was possible. Right? So that's what being a distributor in this business is about. That's what being a leader in this industry is about. Right? The best way to do it in the beginning, guys, if you're someone that's like, hey man, like I haven't really had any crazy success in my life. I haven't really reached any, pinnacle achievements in my life. Well, guess what? Get your people that are interested in the business, your prospects, connected to someone who has. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Right when we're brand new, me and Jay weren't just like, we had made no money. We didn't know what was going on. We were just fired up and excited because we saw a lot of people making a ton of money inside this business, right? People making 10,000 a month, 50,000 a month, $1 million a month. It was crazy. And then a bunch of people making, one to 10 grand a month, hundreds of dollars a month. It was crazy, right? We were so fired up and excited that, listen, we just got them connected with the people who are winning. We just got them connected. We're like, hey, man, you got to meet this person. You got to see who I'm working with. I would pull up Joey Wilson and Matthew Thayer's Instagram, and I would show it to people when I was in college. Like, dude, this is who we're working with. And they're out in Minnesota. We're taking this to a next level. These guys have had tons of success. And so, listen, man, I'm just locking arms with them and anybody else who wants to run it up because we're about to have a crazy year, right? I was just ignorance on fire. You know, I didn't need to know everything about the business. I didn't need to be a 100% profitable trader. I didn't need to be, the best of the best to just share it with other people. And the reason is, ladies and gentlemen, is because you not sharing it with someone else until you become successful, in my opinion, is selfish, right? That's like saying, hey, listen, my best friends, my family, I'm not going to tell you about this business or even let you look at it until I go have success first. That's what my mentor taught me. He's like, that's what people are doing and they don't even realize it, right? You have to allow other people in your life to start their journey before you reach your destination. Okay, you have to allow the people, your loved ones, to at least look at the business or at least tell them about it, right? Guys, if they don't want to learn, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Most of our best friends didn't join. Mine and Jay's best friends, they did not join the business. Okay, we went out and networked and met people. We knew people from back in the day, from school, from the gym, from sports teams. That's where we got connected and it started spreading like wildfire. Okay, but just understand you have to let other people start their journey, at least get started before you get to where you want to go. Because guess what? If in 2 years you're making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, in 2 years, you on this call, if you're making 10 to 20 G's a month, and then you go to your friends and family and loved ones and you're like, hey, I'm now making $10,000 to $20,000 a month. I started a business 2 years ago. I just wanted to make sure it would work for me. Now you can look at the business. You guys see where I'm going? Drop a 7 in the chat if you guys understand where I'm coming from. Okay, drop a 7 in the chat if you understand where I'm coming from. Okay, that's why it's important. We are changing people's lives. Okay, now I'm going to talk about a couple things. All right, if you want to build this business, all right, everyone should join as a customer first. All right, everyone should join as a customer first until they have a 3 and free. Okay, a free account. They made $120. They can get switched into an affiliate in the back office of My Daily Choice. Right now, your first goal of building, I want you to write this down. First goal is free account. Okay, that's your first goal. Okay, get your free account out of the way. Knock it out of the way. The business is free now. Okay, free account is the first goal if you want to go to the moon. All right, your second goal in this business is to get to a rank called 1K. Okay, 1K, right? That pays you on average $400 a month, $6,000 a year on top of your job, on top of what you can make from trading, just for sharing the business with a total of 10 people. 10 people gives you thousands and thousands of dollars over the course of the year. What would an extra $6,000 a year do for you? Where could you allocate that to? What would that pay for? What would that cover? What expenses would that take care of? Would that pay for a chunk of your rent? Would that pay for your car insurance? Would that pay for your property taxes? Would that pay for, any debt you have, right? It just starts there. Okay. So obviously, guys, you want to go out, and the best way to do this is you find 3 people that want to get started. You help those 3 people find 3 people, and you help those 3 people find 3 people. Okay. You're going to be well past this level in the business. All right. If you have 2 individuals get started in the business and they share it with 4 people each, you're at this rank. You're making $6,000 a year. 10 people total is all it takes, right? Everybody on this call can do that. I did that without knowing anything about the business. I was 20 years old and I went out and hit a $600 a month income, right? You can do the same. You just got to be fired up. You got to be excited, and you got to have passion, and you got to go talk to enough people. Okay, that's literally it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that's the first goal, is 1K, right? 1K rank. All right. Now, want to know how you can get to $10,000 a month? How you can get to $5,000 a month, $15,000, $20,000 a month? Here's the secret. You ready? You need to help in your business as many people as possible also get to the 1K rank. You need to help as many people as possible get to the 1K rank in your business. Because guess what? Now you're getting a lot of people. Let's say you have 10 people in your team that are at the 1K rank. That's minimum 100 people in your business now. And now you're making almost $3,500 a month. Okay. So you see the power of leverage. You see the power of helping people, right? If you can help enough people get their bills paid, yours disappear forever. Okay. So the first goal for you, free account, get to the 1K rank, right? 10 people in your business. All right. Then your goal is to help everyone in your business get to a free account and to the 1K rank. All right. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, throughout this business, throughout this journey, you're going to have customers. You're going to have people that did not get started to go build a business and create a passive income and travel the world, right? You got people, or some people get started just because they want to learn a new skill set. They want to learn more about financial literacy, which is amazing. They don't teach you that in school. They want to learn more about trading and investing. They want to learn more about long-term investing, short-term investing, right? That's why people are getting started, okay? So don't shove it and force it down people's throats that they have to go build the business, right? The people who are going to build the business are going to build the business. The people that are just going to go get a free account are just going to get a free account, right? And the people that will never tell a soul, but they want to trade with us, that's all they're going to do. All right. So your job is to not be mad or happy or excited or anything. Your job is to sort the people in your business, right? You got to sort the people in your business. Okay. So what I want you to do, everyone on this call, is I want you to write down every single person that's in your business. If you have people in your business, if you don't, that's okay. You're going after your 3 and free, right? Write down every single person in your business, and I want you to categorize them within 3 sections. Okay. I want you to write down, number 1, who are your customers? These are people that just want to trade and maybe get their free account. Okay. Maybe share it with 3 people, get a free account, but they don't want to build the business. Customers, right? Just trade and maybe get their 3 and free. Okay. Then you're going to write down leaders. Okay. Leaders are people that are interested in building the business and want to do it, but maybe aren't actually taking action yet. Okay. They're people that are expressing interest in it. They want to do it. They're open to the idea of it. They're just getting started with it. You know, they haven't seen success yet, right? Those are leaders. Okay. And then builders. Builders are people that are taking action. They're making group chats with prospects with you. They're introducing you to people. They're setting up calls. They're getting people on the 9 p.m. Central Time overviews, you know, presentations we have every night. They are cooking. They're going, right? So builders taking massive action. They're in it. They're going. They're hard. There's leaders. They haven't maybe taken off yet, but they want to build the business. Okay. And then there's customers. They just want to get a free account and they just want to trade. Okay. You need to sort your people. Don't get mad at them for being in a certain category. Don't be happy, you know, right? I mean, you can be happy for people, obviously, but learn to sort your business because you have these 3 sections now, right? Builders, leaders, customers. You need to take your time. Here's your time. And you need to divide it between the builders, the leaders, and the customers. Because if you're someone that's going to go to $10,000 a month in this business, your time is going to become very valuable, right? Some of you on this call, oh my gosh, the last week, so proud of a lot of people on this call, right? And I know you can't even wait for this call to be done so you can get right back to it. Some of you are probably like, man, this is good information, but I got to keep running, right? We'll be done soon, okay? But your time is going to become valuable. You only got 24 hours in the day, right? You only got however many hours you're going to work. Guys, we're doing like 16 plus hours a day in this business right now. Okay. Why not? It's easy. It's just a lot of easy work. You know, nothing about this business is hard. It's just a lot of work, right? A lot of easy work. Okay. But we're doing 16-hour days right now. If you have a job, I get it. You know, you may be not able to do that. That's okay, right? That's how it is for everyone when they get started. But the second you get home from the job, if you really want to win in this business, you work your 9 to 5, you come home and you bust it from 6 to 11, 6 to 12, right? 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. You got to do that 9 to 5, 6 to 11 until you're 6 to 11. Your side hustle, this business starts to outpay your main job. That's when you're financially free. Okay. Me at work listening to this whole thing. Hey, man, that job going to be in the past in the future if you want it to be, right? So in terms of sorting your people, remember, you write down leaders. Who are your builders? My bad. Builders. You write down who's taking action, who's signed people up already in the business, right? Then you write down leaders, who's interested in building the business, who wants to create an actual residual income. And then you write down your customers. You're going to have way more customers than you will leaders and builders. That's good. That's called a healthy business. right? You want a healthy business in this industry, lots of customers, okay? But obviously you want to create leaders. You want to help them, or you want to help facilitate their growth process, okay? So now you know how to divide your people up: builders, leaders, customers. How much time do you allocate to all of them? I would say allocate 60% of your time to the builders. Okay. 60% of your time to the builders, people that are taking action. They're showing up to these calls. They're showing up to in-person events. They're listening to the audios you send them. They're coachable and teachable. They're cooking, right? 60% of your time to them, 30% of your time to the leaders. Okay, 30% of your time to people that are still developing. They want to go build a business, and they're just learning how to become a hardcore builder, right? So they're people that are interested in getting to a high level in the business, or maybe just a couple $100 a month, whatever the case may be, but they're not super locked in. Okay, those are leaders. 30% of your time, helping them develop, helping them grow, giving them resources, teaching them how to do stuff, showing them the pathway, right? Showing them how to talk to a prospect, showing them how to do a presentation. You're teaching these people, right? And then customers, 10% of your time. Okay. The reason people get started in this business is not to learn from you how to trade. They get started to work alongside you, but they're learning from the company. They're learning what they paid $149 for, right? They're learning through the academy. They're using the app. That you got to plug them in, customers, into the system so they know how to trade with our educators. You got to make sure they're set up properly. They're organized, right? Because this is called retention. If you can get everyone set up and organized in your business so they know what to do, and then give them proper expectations, they're going to be customers for a long, long, long time, right? If you just sign someone up and you're like, yo, man, welcome to the team, good luck. They're going to be like, what do I do? What do I do? And what's going to happen? What's going to happen if you don't set them up right? If you don't give them instructions? Someone put it in the chat. What is going to happen if you sign someone up and you're like, good luck, here's the website, here's the onboarding sheet, you got this? What's going to happen to them? Does anybody know? I'd quit. He says, I'd quit. Exactly. That's why we do these calls. That's why we build systems to help people. Now, here's another thing. Remember this: closed mouths don't get fed. If you are someone who's new, ask questions. Get up in there. Get up in there and ask questions, man. Ask questions in the chats. Ask questions directly to people. Network with individuals in the business. Guys, when I got in, my mentors weren't helping me a bunch at all. All right. I had to get the $2,000 a month in income for them to even talk to me. Okay. Matt and Joey, right? Literally. I had to go, network with the other leaders, right? AJ's on this call. I networked with him, all the other leaders, the sidelines. I'm like, dude, tell me everything you know, and I'll do anything I can to help you. Let's just work together, man. These are called accountability partners, running partners, right? Just because someone's not in the same business, the same team as you, the same leg, the same lineage, whatever, doesn't mean you can't network and work with them, right? You want to get as much knowledge about this business as possible and then use it. Okay. So let's get into this. All right. I'm gonna cover a couple other things. This is how you're gonna go build a big business. Okay. Right now in your head, you're probably like, okay, 3 people free account, 10 people, I'm making, $6,000 a year. Okay. Obviously you can go way past that, right? Unbelievable. Okay. It's unbelievable what you can do here. But I want to organize a system that you're going to bring your builders and leaders through. Okay. This system is called IPET. Okay. IPET. I want you to quickly write it down. All right. IPET. All right. The first one is inviting. Now, this is a 4-step system that everyone in your business that's going to build, that wants to grow the business, help other people, make a residual income, they all need to know this system. This is what allowed me and Jay, this exact system, I promise, this is what allowed us to go hit 6 figures plus in multiple businesses. Okay. The first one is I. It's a 4-step system. I is inviting. When someone gets started in the business and they want to go build the business or get their free account, the first thing they got to learn how to do is invite people. That's the first thing. That's it. They got to learn how to invite people, how to, pique interest in a prospect, a friend, a coworker, how to pique their interest without word vomiting. They learn how to invite them to check out an opportunity. They learn how to pique their interest to get them to check out a recorded YouTube video. They learn how to pique their interest and invite them to come to a live event in your local area. They learn how to get them to come to a team training, right? You're inviting people. That's the first thing is I, okay? If you can't get good at inviting, you can guess what your future in network marketing or this business in terms of the business side is going to look like, right? But how do you get good at something? Someone put it in the chat. How do you get good at anything? How do you get good at it? Literally anything. Repetition. Exactly. Consistency, repetition. Repetition is the mother of all success, right? I think you and I would agree. Let's say you're the worst inviter on the planet. Like, I remember I was brand new. I couldn't talk to anyone. I would word vomit on people. I got told no constantly, all the time, right? But let's say you're even worse than that. Let's say you just are terrible at speaking to random people, prospecting, whatever the case may be, right? I think you and I could both agree if you just did it for let's say 6 months, right? You did it for 6 months or even 30 days, 30 days straight, 10 people a day, you message and try to prospect, right? That's what the daily goal is. Even 30 days in, I think you and I can agree you're starting to get the hang of it, but it's probably still rough, right? What about 3 months in? You're getting a little bit better, but you haven't really quite got there yet. 6 months in, you're starting to get pretty good, right? You're starting to get pretty good at it, right? A year in, you're pretty good. You're pretty good at doing it. You've been doing it for a whole year. 2 years in, 3 years in, 4 years in, 5 years in, you're a pro. You're a pro, right? The people, they try to learn how to invite people to check out an opportunity for 30 days. And they're like, nobody wants to do it. I give up. That's called a amateur mindset. That's a poser mindset. You got to have a professional mindset, right? You have to understand that it's going to take time to get good at things. Same with trading, same with building the business. Consistency, practice, repetition. You just do it. Like Landon says, you do it and you do it and you do it and you do it. And there's a mentor out there named Art Williams. He has a speech on it, but you do it and you do it and you do it. And then, you keep doing it. And that's how you win. Okay. You just keep doing it and keep doing it. All right. So I is inviting. All right. Now I want you guys to listen to this. This business is like the game telephone. Okay. When you guys remember that game when we were younger, like everyone's in a line, you whisper in their ear a certain word or phase or phrase or sentence, and then they whisper it to the person next to them, next to them, next to them, next to them, all the way down. And the person at the end has to try to repeat what that first person said. Right? This game or this business is literally the game of telephone. That's why it's so important for everyone to keep the message clear all the way throughout the business, right? We're trying to properly set people up and teach people this same stuff I'm teaching you right now with Jay. Okay. So number one is inviting. Number two, the P in iPet is presenting. Okay. Once you get good at inviting and you start having people hop on the 9 o'clock calls, you start having people watch the video, you're getting people on these things. Next step is to learn the presentation. Okay, learn how to do the presentation. All right, it's very easy to do. You could be the worst presenter in the world and you can literally just go through the slides and you can literally eventually learn how to do the presentation. Okay, my first presentation, guys, I was so scared. I was freaking out, unbelievably scared. My mentor was like, dude, you're just going to do it and you're going to suck. All right. And I was like, well, you're telling me I'm going to suck? He's like, everyone sucks when they start. Everyone does, right? So I was freaking out. I got on the call and I just botched it. I did so bad. I sat there, I choked up, I paused. I was sweating. Oh my gosh. And the guy was a kid from my college. He was looking at me like, dude, are you okay? Like, Jesus, and he ended up getting started though. I was like, no way. So here's how you're going to learn how to do it. One, watch the nightly presentations at 9 o'clock every single night. Watch them and watch them and watch them and watch them. My whole first year of the business, ladies and gentlemen, I watched every presentation that Joey Wilson did at 9 p.m. Central Time for a year. Okay. So always come on the 9 o'clock calls. That's how you're going to have it ingrained. You're going to be like watching the 9 o'clock calls and 20 minutes in, you're going to be like, I know what part's next. I know what part's next. Oh, he's about to say this. Oh, he's going to make this joke, right? Watch those over and over and over. Then when you start inviting people just in general and they're interested, if you want to learn the presentation, here's why I would recommend doing it. You don't technically own your business until you can do the presentation. Okay. You don't own your business till you can do the presentation. You don't, right? You're relying on, the 9 o'clock calls, you're relying on the YouTube video, and there's nothing wrong with that. When you're brand new, that's what we did too. We leveraged the 9 o'clock presentations. We leveraged the YouTube video recordings of the presentation. We leveraged it, right? But Yes, we post in the Telegram, the chat, every single call that we're about to do, we post in the Telegram, the 9 p.m. presentation. Okay. If you want to get inside of the group chats that we're in, feel free to click this link I just put in the chat. But guys, when you start having people interested, yes, use the presentations, use the videos. Okay. But guess what? Would you agree or disagree that if you had a friend, a family member, someone who knows you, get on and listen to the presentation call, or get on and you do a presentation to them, would you agree that they're probably more likely to join if you were the one sharing the information with them? Probably, right? They trust, love, and respect you. All right. If you get them on a 9 p.m. call, if you get them on a YouTube video, edify who they're going to be listening to before they watch it. Tell them about who this person is. Tell them why they should have respect for them. Like what these individuals have accomplished over their life. You got to let them know information so they respect them, right? But for you, they trust, love, and respect you. Okay. When you're getting them on the 9 o'clock calls and the videos, they can have respect for these people, but they don't necessarily trust them or love them. Right. So that's why if you learn how to do the presentation, you got all three: trust, love, and respect. Okay. So how do you learn how to do it? Your mentor, put them in a group chat with someone you have interested. Your mentor gets on a call and they do a presentation to your person for you. The first one, you just watch. You just watch and you take down notes, right? This is called the 1-2-3 method. The second time you get a person on a call with your mentor, you're going to do the front half of the presentation all the way till the 3 and free slide, right? Get a free account slide. You'll do all the way to there. And then your mentor is going to do the back half of the presentation. Okay. You guys are going to do it both. And the third time you get a prospect on a call with your mentor, you're going to do the whole presentation and your mentor is just going to share their story. And after that, you should be running. You should be able to do presentations. You should be able to do, as many as you can every single day. Try to do at least 1 to 3 presentations. If you're full-time, minimum 3 to 5, right? A packed calendar is a packed bank account, right? If you stay busy, you make money. If you look at your calendar right now and there's no meetings, there's nothing set up, you got nothing going on, you have no one's plan to talk to, you can guess what the size of your paycheck's going to be. If you got an empty calendar, you're going to have an empty bank account. 3 to 5 presentations a day keeps the job away. Okay. That's what Joey Wilson taught me. I was like, I'll do 10. Keep that job away from you, man. Right. So that is P, presenting, enrolling. Okay. This is the third part. IPET, enrolling, inviting, presenting, enrolling. Enrolling is when someone joins, you set them up for success. You got to get them plugged into the Telegram chats. You know what I do? I don't just get people in the Telegram chats. I get on a call with them or a Zoom call and I explain what each Telegram chat is. I explain what's posted in it. What do we talk about in this chat, this chat? I make sure they understand what the Telegram chats are. I don't just whip them in there. They're going to have no idea what they really are. I explain to them what each Telegram chat is and does and has in it. Okay. Then guys, you obviously got to get on a computer. If they have one, get on Zoom and help them understand the platform, help them bookmark, for an example, if I go ahead and pull something open real quick, you guys see right here, if I share my screen, look at my Google Chrome. Okay. You guys see this right here? You guys see all these folders I have? You got to help them create a folder and get organized, right? Like My Daily Choice, guys, help them put in different important links, right? In terms of trading, help them bookmark TradingView, Forex Factory, help them bookmark these things so they can be organized, right? Because if you help them be organized and you help them understand what they need to do, they're going to be in your business for a long time. Okay. If you just get them set up and you're like, hey, you joined, awesome, here's a quick text message template, you're going to have low retention with them. Okay. You got to get them set up properly. Right now, that is enrolling, right? Your mentor can help you enroll people properly and get them set up for success. Okay. Such an important part of the business is enrolling people properly, getting them plugged in with everything so they know what to do. Okay. Because guess what? A confused mind does nothing. Okay. If your people don't know what to do, you bet your bottom dollar they're going to cancel their membership. Okay. So that's why, you got to help them. All right. The fourth one. Okay. So IPET, invite, present, enroll, train, is training. Okay. Training is the last one of this 4-step system. Okay. You learned how to invite people. You learned how to do presentations. You learned how to enroll people, set them up for success. Now you got to learn how to train your new person how to invite, present, enroll, and then how to train their new people how to invite, present, enroll, how to train their new people how to invite, present, enroll. That's it. It's a 4-step system that duplicates forever. Okay. If you can get enough people in your business that understand iPet, how to invite, how to present, how to enroll, how to train their people how to do the same thing. If you can get enough people in your business that know how to do that, you're going to the moon. Your business is going to be on fire. It is going to be exploding. You're going to have the 25, 50K rank flyer drop, and no one is going to be surprised. Everyone's going to be like, yeah, I saw that coming a mile away, right? You got to get people dialed in with the system. I remember when I got started in this industry, all my mentors were like, plug them into the system, right? I was like, what the heck's the system? I had no idea what it is. I was like, what is the system? And I eventually on YouTube one day, I found a guy named Matt Morris, and on his YouTube videos, which I'm going to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, his YouTube videos, he taught in one of his videos the 4-step duplicatable system called iPet. Okay. So I just put Matt Morris's YouTube channel right there in the chat. He has videos on everything to do with how to build a successful, healthy, and money-making network marketing business. I highly suggest everyone watches that. Okay. So that's iPet. Teach this stuff to your team, right? You don't need to teach your new member how to invite, present, enroll, and train all right away. You just got to walk them through it, right? Hey, first thing we're going to work on though, obviously is helping you get your free account. Let's start with learning how to invite. If they can get good at that, then you move on to teaching them how to present. Then you move on to teaching them how to enroll people up or enroll people. Then you teach them how to train their new person how to do the same. Okay. You don't need to teach all of it, just inviting for every person when they come in. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost done. I'm just giving you a tip of advice. Okay. If you want to become a pro in this business, you need to study these 4 skills. These are 4 skills that every single professional network marketer, every single top earner, every single, big business owner has and studies every day. Okay. 4 skills you must get good at. All right. Number 1 is communication. Okay. You have to get good with communicating with people. You have to get good at talking to people, working through stuff, how to prospect, how to invite, speaking with your leaders, speaking with your team, have good communication skills, talk things through, right? You got to get good at communicating. Okay. Communication is number 1. Number 2 is you have to be good or get good with leadership. Okay. Leadership is so important. We get on calls with some leaders, and I'm going to send this into the group chat. You guys just see that image I dropped in there? These are questions that I'll get on with a leader and we'll go through these questions, right? Leadership is your ability to help guide, the masses. It's to help guide an individual, to where they need to be without them seeing it, right? Leadership is having influence, guys, we are not bosses. We are not managers. You don't own people. You're not controlling people. You can't tell people what to do here. This is a volunteer army. We're all here because we want to be here, right? Leadership is your ability to help people who are willing to be helped, right? Most times, this is a good key for everyone. People only are willing to learn from someone that they perceive as a higher level leader than themselves. Okay. So listen, you might be making more money than another individual in the business, but if that individual doesn't look at you like a higher level leader than themselves, they're not going to be coachable and teachable. Okay. People learn from people that have what they want. People learn from people that are in the position that they want to get to, right? So your goal is to learn the skill of leadership. Okay. It's not impossible. It's really not hard. I honestly think it's one of the easiest things ever to learn how to do, but you got to study the pros at communication leadership, right? John C. Maxwell, one of the greatest leadership trainers in the entire world. I have like 20 books from him, right? Obviously Joey Wilson, Matthew Thayer, guys, great leaders. You know what? Leaders lead by example. Leaders show their people how to do it and then teach them how to do it and make them independent. Okay. Leaders pull the team and managers push the team. Okay. So number 2, so communication leadership. 3 is mindset/belief. Okay. Mindset/belief. This is the 3rd skill that you need to know and get good at. Now, I believe truly that this is the most important skill you got to work on. Okay. Guys, most people, they come into this business and they are just negative. They hang around negative friends. They don't know stuff about business. They do no personal development. Guys, think about this. What are all your friends doing right now on this Saturday, August 24th? What are they doing right now? What do they got planned for later? You know, some of them are probably getting high, drinking, sleeping until like 1, 2, or 3. You know, you got to understand that this environment is different, right? And so when you are in this environment and you're going after your goals and you're going to become a top earner in this business, because you are going to become a top earner. Okay. You got to tell yourself every day, you have to understand that the thing that holds most people back from winning is mindset/belief, right? Like, what do you think about yourself? Do you actually believe that you could be someone that could go win at a high level, right? You have to trick yourself into believing. Okay. You know, a good way to do that, hang out with other people who believe in themselves at a very high level. It'll start rubbing off on you. You know, if you hang out with a bunch of people that, you know, they're just talkers, they don't do nothing, they don't create things, they don't build, they don't guide, they're not positive, right? Well, guess what? You're going to be that. You got to hang out with people that have strong belief, that push themselves, that are always speaking positivity into others, into themselves, and you'll become that as well. Okay. So mindset/belief, guys, this business is 99% mindset/belief, spirituality, and it's 1% physical. Think about what we have to do physically in this business, guys. Think about it. Click a couple buttons, talk to some people, right? It's no physical work, okay, for the most part. I've worked blue collar jobs, cutting metal, you know, taking apart machines, just sweating, you know, with a shear, cutting metal, almost losing my hands, right? Painting houses, cleaning cars. Like, this is so much easier physically. But guess what? There's a reason the people that are able to use their brain, there's a reason people that are able to have a strong, you know, leadership, communication mindset, you know, get paid more than someone who is able to use their body, right? Most times around the world, obviously. So mindset/belief, that's the third skill. And the fourth one is network marketing. Okay. Network marketing is a skill. All right. Now, how do you learn network marketing? That's what iPad is. Okay, IPET, invite, present, enroll, train, right? That's the skill of network marketing. Network marketing, this is, I believe this is Eric Worre's definition. Network marketing is the ability to have a large group of people do a few small tasks every single day. That's what network marketing is, right? You have a large group of people that do a few small tasks every single day, right? If you can have everyone in your team putting in an hour a day, guess what? It's not just you working, you know, 8 to 16 hours a day. Now you got 100 people working an hour a day. That is your business. Now you're getting well over 100 hours in one single day. You know what I mean? That's the power of leverage, right? So if you guys want to learn these skills, if you want to study them, right, you got to listen to people who are really good at them. Okay. So if you're brand new to network marketing, I want you to start right here. Okay. I just put it in the chat. This is where we started. This is where most of the industry legends started. This is called GoPro. Okay. 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. Okay. Your goal is to become a network marketing professional, because a professional makes over $10,000 a month. A professional's full-time in the business. A professional's made a big impact on people around the world. Okay. So this audio, it's literal steps. Like, step 1 in building a professional network marketing business is this. Step 2, step 3. This is going to explain, if you're brand new, what is this industry? Like, what did I just walk into? You know what I mean? This is one of the best industries in the world. Guys, network marketing has created more millionaires around the world than any single industry out there behind real estate. Okay. Network marketing is a at-home business, guys. This is a business that you run, you control, you're the boss of. And this audio is the number one most important thing you can start with if you want to go pro. Okay. Guess what? My mentor gave me this. I didn't listen to it for the whole first year, because I was signing some people up. I got to, like, you know, $1,000 a month in income. And the fact that I didn't listen to it, my entire business fell. I didn't know what all the steps were. I didn't understand how to build a sustainable and growing business. Once I listened to this audio, within 6 months, within 3 months after listening to this, I was at $5,000 a month in income, right? Then I kept studying. I went to Matt Morris's YouTube. I'm like, how do we take this up a notch, man? I got to learn more skills. How do I get to full time? How do I become a better leader? How do I be more powerful? How do I believe in myself more? How do I close more sales? How do I teach my team to do this, right? That's all here. And another 6 months later, ladies and gentlemen, I got to a $10,000 a month income. So this is where you start. It doesn't count unless you take notes. Okay. You have to take notes on all this stuff. Okay. Any YouTube video you watch from Matt Morris, and any time you've listened to this or you're going to listen to it, you got to write it down. Okay. So that's where I'd start, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously we've went over a good amount of information on this call. Hopefully you guys are gaining some value. You know what I mean? Hopefully you are. I know a lot of you are brand new, but dude, it's unreal what we're about to do here. I'm so excited. It's going to be absolutely insane. Just understand one thing is this. The people who get paid the most money in this business are the best storytellers, and they're the best at edifying people. Okay. Storytelling is a skill. It's you telling your story, right? Obviously, how do you tell a story? I'll tell you guys, right? How to tell your story. Okay. I'll put it right in the chat. Okay. There it is. How to tell your story. Number one, right? Yup, 100%, guys, 100%. Yes, we will do a video for that, guys. How to tell your story? Who are you? Where are you from? How did you find out about the opportunity? How did you find out about trading? Right? Not how did you find out about Akashex? It depends when you're telling your story, right? How did you find out about the business? How did you find out about Akashex? How did you find out about trading? What has it done for you so far? What has it done for you so far positively? Like, how has it changed your life? Like, how has it impacted you? And number four, where do you think it's going over the next 1, 3, 5, 10 years? What's the vision that you see happening? That's how you tell your story. And then number two, guys, is learn how to edify people. Okay. The number one earners in the entire industry, right? The top of the top in this business, they've learned and became the most optical, pinnacle version of themselves. They are the best edifiers ever. They can make someone sound amazing to another person, right? You guys will notice, like right here, Jay, right when he was about to pass it to me, he edified me, talked about stuff I've done, helped thousands of people, been able to travel the world, a heart of gold. He's always there to help people, stuff like that. Well, then when he got on or he got off, right away I started edifying him back, right? You got to learn how to edify people so everyone who's listening and everyone who comes across has some sort of respect for the person, is willing to donate their time to pay attention to the people, right? You do this at live events, presentations. The presentation tonight, you're edifying who's going to be speaking. Obviously, if you're at a company event, they're all edifying each other. Get good at edifying though, right? And so I think we covered a good amount of stuff for today. I'm going to click on one more thing. I wanted to mention this. So we are going to share something with everyone on this call real quick. Okay. So inside of people who have iPhones, we haven't created this yet for anybody who's in the Android, but I'm going to send a link in the chat of a shared note folder. Okay. This is on the Notes app that is obviously on the iPhone. Here it is right here. Feel free to click that link and you'll be in that folder. There's lots of resources in it. Read through everything that we're going to put in there. I have a lot of stuff to add today, so read it again tomorrow, right? Always be checking it. You're going to get updates on your phone when anything goes in there. Feel free to add your team and people as well into that, okay? It's going to be completely unbiased towards teams. It's going to be how to build the company. It's going to be how to plug into the products and services with the company, okay? But ladies and gentlemen, here's what I'll tell you. Let's go after it, okay? Like I said in the beginning of the call, like Jason in the beginning of the call, the promo ends tonight at midnight, okay? The promo ends tonight. Everyone gets $25,000 funded accounts today. If I were you, right when I get off this call, eventually, maybe tonight or tomorrow, look over the notes you took for sure. You want to start using that stuff. But right now, while this promo is going, I would get off this call, I would stretch out a little bit, and I would go crazy with trying to get as many people on this call tonight as possible. 4 hours from now, the people that you can get on this call determine what your next month in this business is going to look like. Okay. This is the easiest time for you to share this opportunity with someone when the company is paying, out of their own pocket to give away $25,000 funded trading accounts. Like there's no companies in the space doing that. I promise you, I know them all. I know what every single company is out there in terms of trading and network marketing. No other companies are doing this. Okay. So I appreciate everyone for hopping on this call. Thank you for giving me and Jay your time. Hopefully you got some value out of this, and always reach out if you need help. I'm here to help anyone in the team. I'll help anyone in the company because this company is going to multiple billions of dollars, and I'm excited to do it with you. Okay. Everyone have a great Saturday. Let's pack this call out. 4 hours. Let's go get it. Peace out.